Good Lord, there's more news. All right, so um, December 11th, 2024, 4:05 p.m. This is coming from the Last Days Watchman. So right now, the UN is pushing a two-state solution by June of 2025. So they're trying to get this done. So there's your little news there. Let me just get to the meat of this. Did I put that? Hold on one second. So they have a UN pact for the future. I wonder if what's going to happen is going to be some 7-year one. We got, Prince Charles, who's now King Charles, involved with all this stuff too. And what they're planning on doing is they're planning on dividing the city. So half of the city will belong to the Palestinians, half will belong to the Jews. And we know in the Bible it says that they won't be able to divide the land, but they will do it. But then God will stop it. So they're going to have some kind of an agreement to, because right now the Is country doesn't want to divide the city, Jerusalem, but they're talking about giving half of Jerusalem over to the Palestinians. Well, what could possibly they do where the Is country would agree to that? What if they offered the Is country to allow the third temple to be rebuilt? So there's your so the old Jerusalem will go to the Palestinians, and they'll remove the Jews from that part of the city. And then I could see them doing it. There's some Bible verses here too. They offer concessions so they can divide the land so that they can rebuild their third temple. Now look at this. This is important here. I'm going to try to zoom in on this now so you can see what's going on here. These are all the countries that voted for the Palestinians to have their own state, and part of Old Jerusalem so they can have half of the city. Only 7 voted against it. Argentina, Canada, Is country, Micronesia, Palau, and Nauru, and the United States. And that was it. There was 11 that abstained, but the rest of them, 159 countries, are in favor of this happening. How is the president-elect going to handle this? We'll have to wait and see. He is definitely pro-Is, for sure. So we will have to wait and see how this plays out. I could see there being some concessions being done just so both sides are appeased so they can get this done. But remember, that's when the Is country is taken over. Remember, it's not going to be destroyed, but they will be trodden underfoot for 42 months. So somewhere in here, somewhere in between all that, they're going to rebuild that third temple and start the sacrifice of the red heifers for the daily sacrifice. And then when that happens, it will be stopped in the middle of a week. And the person who stops it is the Antichrist. The person who allows it to happen and then cuts it off from happening in the middle of the week is the Antichrist. We still don't know who he is, but he will be revealed very, very soon. Let me see if there's anything else important in here. And I will also leave the link for this. Oh. Ugh. So be prepared for, of course it flipped over. Be prepared for, you know, the announcement of the rebuilding of the temple. And then, you know, obviously there's going to be sacrifices. All that stuff is going to be coming to pass very soon. So be prepared, be alert, you know, be strong in the Lord. These are the times where we have to stand up. There's going to be a lot of opposition. There's going to be a lot of persecution. But remember, all those who stand against this and do not take the mark of the beast, they will be rewarded in heaven. And we know what happens to the people that accept the mark of the beast. Don't be one of those people. Trust in Jesus. Have faith in Jesus. Full armor of God for all of this. Love you guys. And this is the last story that I got now, but there might be more if there's something new that's coming up. So there might be another news story, but otherwise, I'm going to do a video on what we can do to avoid all this bad stuff and punch our ticket for salvation into heaven. Thanks for watching. God bless.